So after quite a bit of struggling, I'm covered in rust, sweating like crazy. It's 95 plus degrees out. So let me show you what I found with the headers. Hold on. So after I mounted the air oil separator and got it all set up, I did a new fuel filter because the stock ones are known to go bad, but it looks really nice and it's gonna work much better.
What is that?
The drive shaft
Oh,
connects the transmission to the back of your car.
okay.
Yeah, mine's bad.
I see.
Alright, so right here we have a drive shaft from Rock Auto. It's meant to fit a 2002 WRX. And then right here we have some drive shaft bushings for a 2002 WRX. We have all new drivetrain bushings front to back, so this will keep everything nice and tight. I also had to replace the shifter return to center spring. I replaced it when I did the clutch, but I put the bracket on wrong, so it fell off. Jeez, hella shit on my face, I feel like. Anyway, now that the drive shaft is in, I'm gonna take off the downpipe, or the whole exhaust, because I have to wrap the downpipe and replace the O2 sensor, and then I have to put on the new headers and up pipes, so it's gonna be easier once that's off. So I forgot, before I put the exhaust back on, I actually have to take off the old up pipe because I got new headers and a new up pipe. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then we can get to the fun stuff. What's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. We are finally getting to do some fun stuff on my car. In the previous videos, you saw I had to do a clutch slave, rebuild my axles, a drive shaft, air oil separator, new intake, fuel filter, fuel lines, ball joints. A knuckle snapped when I put the ball joints in, so now I need to do a new knuckle. Regardless, all the maintenance stuff is out of the way, and as you see from the title, we are finally putting on my new exhaust. I've had it for a little while, and I actually sent it out to get ceramic coated. I know there's some ceramic based paints in like Home Depot and stuff by Rust-Oleum, but that's only a little bit of ceramic in an aerosol based paint, where this is, it's like a multi-layer coating process, and it's real ceramic coating. So I had the exhaust, sent it out, took about, I think, 3 weeks to get back, give or take, but it looks amazing. I have a clip from when I first got it and opened it because I couldn't wait to see it, and honestly I'm still super stoked on it. But let me show you my old exhaust first, and then we'll get into the new stuff. So right here is my old exhaust. I got this second hand off a buddy. Supposedly it's Perrin. I'm not sure, but same as the exhaust I have now. It has these slip joints, as they're called, but these were welded together because supposedly he kept getting leaks from there. But what made that difficult on my car is these two flanges didn't seat nicely onto the studs. They had to be pried and put in, so I think that's what caused this crack right here. The crack wraps almost all the way around, and obviously when you have a crack in the headers, you're not going to make boost. Not only that, I wrapped the headers initially, and then I found out after the fact that you shouldn't do that on a Subaru unless it's like a track car. If it's a street car where it sees rain, snow, salt, all that stuff, the wrap itself will absorb all the moisture and keep it against the metal, and then can cause the metal to rust under the heat wrap, which it did. I have a video of that. If you want to check it out, I'll link it in the corner of the video. But that is probably what caused the crack as well. These are finally going in the trash. I did also notice, before I show you the new ones, the piping on these is a smaller diameter, which means I'll get better flow out of the Other headers might sound a little different, but more flow, probably more power. So I'm excited. So I wash my hands because these are too pretty to mess with dirty hands. So first, let's start with the up pipe. Woo, look at that. So I was told, goddamn, beautiful. So I was told the ceramic coating tends to yellow over time and can chip. So in regards to that, I'm gonna make an under tray. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can see, honestly. There's like some silver flakes in it, which looks super cool. Function over form. That's what I always go for. But if you look at this flange and you're a Subaru nut, you know exactly what brand this is. We got our Tomei 3-bolt flange, equal length headers, and these are gonna be great. Not only is the piping larger, and now it has the slip joint, so it'll fit my car perfectly. It even has the 3-bolt flange, which on my old exhaust setup, it's a 2-bolt, and I had an exhaust leak there, so this is gonna have much better clamping force and probably eliminate the exhaust leak for good. Stoked on that. So here's the rest of the system. We have the hardware and the rod that's gonna hold it. We'll put it on the car and then tighten it down. And then these two tabs right here is actually for a Tomei badge, which I'll show you right now. But here, on top of the ceramic coating, it just pops and looks sick. So even that little detail is it just makes me so much happier about it. Anyway, this is my new exhaust setup. Let's assemble it and throw it on the car. Alright, so I showed you the new exhaust and I showed you how the old one compared to the new one, but also just look at the up pipe difference. Yeah, look at the size difference. This thing is puny compared to that, so it's going to be a lot better flow. The headers are actually larger than the other ones as well. But I'm just shocked at how much larger the up pipe is. But regardless, let's get the car in the air and throw this on. Alright, so we got a couple things that the exhaust came with. We have all the studs for the up pipe, new hardware for the 3-bolt flange for the up pipe, and then we have these plugs, one for the up pipe, one for the O2 sensor, and some washers and basically anti-seize. So I'm gonna look at the instructions, make sure I do this right. As of right now, they're saying I'm gonna have to raise the engine in order to get the up pipe in, but we'll see if I have to or not. But yeah, let's start with this. Also, here's the intake I got made. We had this tapered piece welded on, which fits the new filter perfect. My old bracket I just moved from here to here, which holds very nicely. And then this is like a 135-degree angle there. And then we got a 90-degree for the idle air control valve, and that fits with no kinks, thankfully. It works, and I'm happy with it. Alright, so the up pipe is on. It's not fully tightened because we still got to get the manifold on itself, so let's go do that and then we'll finish tightening this up. Alright, so we're having a little bit of trouble putting these on because they weren't close enough, and then a couple of the studs came out and I went to tighten them down, the nut just spun on the stud instead of screwing the stud in. So I just installed new ones, and now we can throw this on because I also made this a little closer. So the new headers are on. They look really nice. Everything's torqued down. You could even see them. Can you see it through here? There you go. You can see it down here. The exhaust is on. Didn't film that because it's kind of redundant, but one of these bolts stripped, so I'm gonna get a new one. And then I can put the intercooler piping on, start it, bleed the coolant, and then finally drive. So we're getting there. So honestly, I'm shocked my car doesn't sound much different with the larger diameter headers and uppipe. I mean, it still sounds really good, as you heard from the cold start. Still sounds like a fucking diesel truck. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be better airflow, gonna make more power easier, and these headers are gonna be much more reliable than the ones I had. So I'm just glad there's no more exhaust leak and the car sounds great. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section below. If you like what you saw, feel free to stick around, subscribe, and like the video. But until next time, peace.